Okay, so see this section fell out of the tree here. Pretty good sized limbs. It's already punky. It even broke when it hit here. But here's our tree. And I'll give you a couple guesses. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna use a lift, a crane? Or am I just gonna do like I always do and climb it? I'd bet on the climb. Best part is the big tree behind it. That is gonna be the savior. We'll rig from it, and we will also, I will also tie into it. So, on top of that, we're gonna clean up the like stobs and stuff that are around this, but we're gonna get rid of this ivy off of it, put some Tordon on it to kill out the root system on the ivy to keep it from coming back, and then lower limb off, dead one, sucker. This one, we're gonna take this arching bottom part off, and take this little limb that comes out here off, and then maybe even this one that comes out over this little tree here, so that they're not fighting for space, but also to let some sunlight in to help the grass and keep it from being all nasty wet around here. But that's it. I'll click you in as we do everything. We're gonna try, it's gonna be hard to do, but we're gonna try not to booger up this thing too much, because it's basically gonna take this space after this one's gone. It'll be what takes over. So see how this goes. Thing is nasty. So I can't remember who left the comment, but somebody was just recently asking me if I could show the spike ascender being used. So we'll show that. I realized right before I left that I had messed up my 201 chain the other day, so I'm just hoping my 200, I ran out in the shed, grabbed it, hopefully it'll get the job done. We only got 4 leads to rig out, and then we'll drop a log, but we'll see how it goes. I'll show you the rigging setup. We'll probably do, everything will be done off these rings, so we can retrieve them. That's it. I'll finish getting ready and I'll show you everything as I go up. So I've tried a lot of different spikes, gaffs, you know, different pads, and I've never had a setup that is this comfortable. I would consider this to be a full Cadillac setup. The pads are amazing. I also have the ankle pads from Weaver, and having them be aluminum pole gaps, they are just insanely light with all kinds of comfort, and I prefer to have a little bitty gaff. So I'll show you a comparison one day, my pole gaffs to an actual tree spike, and it's like a third of the length compared to a normal tree gaff, but it's just what I prefer. So Okay, so because I'm base anchored here, and we're rigging off the same thing, we had to come up with a bit of a setup. There's my climb line. It's actually underneath this strap, so the strap's going to protect it in case the rope was to run over it while we're rigging. But I guess I'll edit up now. We'll get her done.
But there's that one vine there by your line at the center. That's the only thing left. I got them all down.
I'm doing this to add some weight to the bottom of the line so that the rope walking will be easier. I'm using the hand ascender for a spike ascender, and I'm using my old foot ascender for a knee ascender with a bungee. So we'll see how my gear I put together works. I use it all the time, so I know it works. Did my phone just like answer a phone call or something? I hope not. Somebody was on the phone the whole time while I'm sitting there talking. Because all of a sudden my music just started playing again. Do something real quick. So my rope walking setup is all homemade.
Straight up.
I have a homemade knee ascender, I have a homemade spike ascender, and I have basically a homemade slack tender. So this just shows that if you put it together right, you can have a pretty nice setup and not have to spend a stupid amount of money, and it'll get the job done. So. Alright, so we're up here, got everything situated, the rings are in, goes to the there, and then down to the bollard. So I'm going to transfer over to that tree, and then I'll click you guys in and we'll start rigging. We got four leads to do, so we'll get her done. Alright, so I'm over here. What I ended up doing was transferring over here using the tail of my rope, and I just used a taut line to extend myself out and then swung over to it. So now we're about to start rigging. Termination knot, something strong, circus knot is what I prefer. Alpine butterfly works good. Not the biggest bowling fan, but I guess it would work too. Okay. Proper knot. Now, do this one I'm on right here. Damn it. Sticks in the way. So I'm up here. Right below me is the rigging point. It goes through a back fork and then straight down to Dave on the bollard. So about to do the dang thing. I'll just keep you guys where I had you, I guess. Ready? Down! What are you doing? Check out that cavity. Ah, figures. Damn it. So it's actually a pretty big ass limb. Cut it right here. It's a pretty big piece. I should have known better.
Alright, falls. Hey, can you lock off and then give me my 150? Well, bunch of BS.